What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Torrence, and in today's video, I am having fun and keeping things simple. Today I am showing you all my routine for my one eyeshadow tutorial. In a previous video, which I'll leave linked right here above, I showed you all how to do that with the matte eyeshadow, but today we're going on the other side of things and doing it with the shimmer. As someone who has hooded eyes, many times I hear other people saying they truly avoid all shimmer looks or avoid shimmers in the crease, and I'm here to let you know it is something that can be done and something that can be very beautiful. And as you can see here on the lid, this is one brown shimmer eyeshadow. It looks like I have a transition in a crease shade, but I promise you, it's all one color. The only thing I added to my eyes was a highlighter right here on the inner corner and the brows. I decided to pull out one of my most sentimental palettes. It was a gift from my brother last year, and that is the wonderful Nightmare palette from Hot Topic. This was a collab with Disney's Nightmare Before Christmas for their 25th anniversary. And I know Disney has collabed this year with Revolution Makeup, but I've never done a tutorial with this palette. So before we get into this tutorial, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, I want to say thank you. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you never miss out on any of my uploads. But with nothing else, let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. Girl, that morning glow don't be playing with you. Okay, come through, moisturizer. Before we get started, I just want to let you all know for the next few months, if you notice my brows are uneven or things like that, just ignore it. I am someone who tweezes my brows, and if the celebrities and supermodels of the 90s have taught us anything, it's that over tweezing can become troublesome with time. So every now and then, even though I like to tweeze them a little thinner than they naturally are, I have to stop and let them grow back in. So the tail on this side and the tail on this side, hey, they're sisters, they're not twins, but we're gonna let them be. But I wanted to jump into things because it's the end of the week, and truth be told, this video is going up on Saturday the 24th, and I'm recording it on the 23rd, so that means more than likely I'm gonna be up later than I want to editing. So I wanna keep things nice, soft, and quick, but I had to go ahead and use my Halloween palettes. So today I wanted to show you all a very simple look using my wonderful Nightmare eyeshadow palette. I have this here. Although the new Revolution and Nightmare Before Christmas palette is the hottest one for this particular brand, I have this one, which was a collab with Hot Topic from a few years ago. This was a gift from my brother. So even if the new Nightmare Before Christmas palette, let's say, has a much better formula, better colors and things like that, I know from a sentimental point of view, it'll never compete with this one. So I'm going to use this one today. And although we always do our makeup for ourselves, we don't do it for men. I sometimes like to take a man's opinion into things when it comes to my makeup. And truth be told, men tend to really love nice, soft, and subtle makeup. I'm someone who doesn't mind going in with 5 or 6 different colors. But today I wanted to show you all my tutorial for a one eyeshadow look, this time using just shimmer shadows. And as you can see, this is a nice soft neutral palette. It does lean a little more cool tone with pop of colors all over the place. And with an all shimmer look, it's best to go in with a shade that's a little darker than your skin. So when you go in and start blending into the crease, that color actually shows up. And that's something you want to stick with neutrals. With colors that are out of the normal skin tone range, things like purples and greens, you don't necessarily have to go darker than your skin tone, but it will look a little more flattering. And out of all of the shades in this palette, this shade here, Now and Forever, is my absolute favorite, but it's a little too light to use by itself. So we're gonna go in with this dark brown shimmer called Make Them Scream. It's a neutral shimmer shade, but it's darker than my skin tone, so it's perfect for today's look. And although I've already done my brows and prepped my eyelids, I'll make sure to leave all tools and products in the description bar below. And just like any other eye look, we want to take our time and build our colors up. I'm going to start off with my largest blending brush, my Wayne Goss number 16, and we're going to barely pick up any product. You want to knock off as much product off the brush as possible, and we want to use this to just barely show up as a transition shade. So what we're going to do is just go into the crease and just blend that up just slightly. And you can see with very little product on that brush, that color still shows up. And right now, It really looks like a matte, if not a satin color, because it's not really giving off any reflective particles or anything. You can just tell that there's something on the crease here and not on this side. Just want to diffuse this up as high as possible because it'll give us the most seamless blend. And that's absolutely stunning. So now we're going to switch over to the other side and I'll be right back. Remember to load your brush up and knock off as much product as you can possibly get off the brush. Now that we have that transition shade down, we're going to use a smaller blending brush, my Wayne Goss number 17, and we're going to use that to place this color into the crease. Because this brush is a little smaller, it's going to place product in a lower area here, and because it's a little denser, it'll give us a richer color payoff. Once again, after you load your brush, knock off as much as possible because we want to be able to control our blend and our pigmentation. We're just going to put this in as low into the crease as we can possibly get it and just build that up. And as you can see there, our color right here in the crease is darker than our transition shade, even though we're using the exact same eyeshadow. I'm going to go in one more time just so you can see how well that builds and blends. We're just going to keep this shape nice and rounded. And you see how we have it slightly darker here. We're going to go ahead, switch over to the other side, and we'll be right back. Now I want to go in and add some glitter adhesive on my lids. And the reason for doing that is because I want the highest amount of shine and the largest amount of color pigment to be closer to the lash line. I want it to be as vibrant and light as possible here and diffuse up to where it looks more matte closer to the brow bone. And we're going to use our handy combo, the NYX glitter adhesive and our Morphe M421 brush. Just going to slap this on really quickly. Main concern is getting that lash line and just bringing it up to the crease. Now you just want to take your favorite shader brush and use this to pack on that color on your lid. I'm using the Sephora number 60 brush. It has been discontinued, but you can use any shader brush that you love. And now we're just going to take and just press this right on top. This just goes right on the lid. And as you can see, this color here that we have on the lid seems a whole lot darker than that color that we have going up for the transition. And because it's not the world's most high shine metallic color, it can be used as a matte or a shimmer without giving off too much drama. Baby, you can see that color there. But trust me, we're about to go ahead and jump to the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm liking how fast and simple this look is, I'm really excited. And because this is such a soft, natural look, instead of doing a full face, I'm going to cut away, do a quick no makeup look. You can check out my video here, and I'll be right back to show you all the final result. Yes. Okay, honey, we feeling this. Although I did start off following my no makeup routine, I did go in and add a few little extra bits. Don't get mad at me. For starters, I wanted to test out this eyeliner. You all know the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay are my absolute favorites. But normally for a black, I will go in with Perversion, and I also found this one in my collection called Zero, and I couldn't figure out the difference. So I wore Zero today because I've never tried it. And I believe this one is like a satin black, not a matte black like the Perversion. And to me, this is for those days where you want to wear a black liner, but you don't want it to be extremely intense and extremely dark. I would call this like a soft black. So it is definitely darker than a brown, but to me, I don't see a point of wearing this in between. Either I'm going to go with that dark brown or I'm going to go with that black Perversion. But now that I've tried this, I know exactly what I'm getting into when I use this. On the lips, normally I would just go in with a gloss, but I wanted to test out this lipstick here that I have in my collection. It's from Dose of Colors and the Mickey collab. I bought it simply for the packaging. There's no point of lying. And actually, I really like this formula here. It is in the shade 1928. Packaging and bullet is absolutely beautiful. Only thing that I'm upset about is right here at the tip, it did have a little Mickey symbol engraved in there. Now that I've used it, that's gone. So I really wish they would have put it here on the side or on the back, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm liking this color here. I topped that off with my matte cork liner. I didn't want to use anything darker, so I went ahead and kept this to go nude. And I am finally testing out the Dose of Colors Gold is the New Black highlighter here. I absolutely love the Fuego highlighter. You all know I probably use that more often now than any other highlighter. It recently dethroned my MAC Oh Darling. But I wanted to test this one out because Fuego is a limited edition one. This one here is permanent. And she's beautiful. She goes on nicely. As you can see, that shine there is beaming. The thing is, this formula seems to be a little chunkier and a little more fragile than that limited edition one. This one, when I first ordered it, it came shattered in the mail, so I had to go in store and exchange it for a new one. And when you use it, you instantly see when you pressing your brush inside the product that it seems to crumble up on itself. It glides on with no problem. It builds with no problem. But I am absolutely afraid of dropping this thing because if for any reason I do, I truly believe I'm going to have a mess on my hand. And with this being such a soft formula, something tells me repressing it isn't going to help that issue much. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep it. But this is one I will never place near the edge of the table. And for our last step on the eyes, just to go ahead and add a glow, we're going to take our MAC 242 brush and that same Dose of Colors highlighter and highlight our inner corner as well as our brow bone. This here is just to add a little extra glam and flair to this eye look. I know we're supposed to be keeping it simple, but I am headed to work, so we do want to be a little pretty. And I put way too much product on this brush. And I want to show you all just what one swipe of this small brush has done inside that highlighter here. You can see just how much product it picks up. If I were doing an eye look, that wouldn't be a problem packing this on, but knowing I just want to go in and highlight, have to make sure I don't drop too much of this product. Make sure we see where we're going. Yeah, see, she's absolutely stunning, but you got to be careful, baby. I want to make sure I leave most of this product here, and I actually want to take and put just the tiniest bit there. Yeah, see, nope. We got to knock this off this brush. That is way too much pigmentation and way too much shine. Look how beaming my hand is from just wiping off that tiny little brush. So we're going to try to diffuse that out because that laid down a big swipe of color. And because I'm wearing a lightweight dewy foundation, I don't want to add any more glow to that because I want to extend the wear of this. So we're going to go in straight with our all-nighter so it'll last all day. Cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Gonna go ahead, give this a few more seconds to dry, and I'll be back to give you all my final thoughts. And this is the final look. I want to go ahead, give you all a full face view of things before I give you all my final thoughts. And I'm telling you, honey, simple looks always pull through for me. Although I am someone who absolutely loves colorful, bold, over-the-top looks, When you keep things laid back, you keep things quick and fast, honey, they seem to just accentuate your natural features and seem over the top. Because I promise you, honey, anybody I walk up to today is definitely gonna know I'm wearing makeup. But to know I pulled this whole look off in a flash, got it in and out, and everything's soft, you can't tell me nothing about it. I mean, to know, lightweight foundation. Just the tiniest bit of concealer, like a click pen concealer just underneath the eyes. We didn't cover up any hyperpigmentation or anything like that. No contouring, no blush, no gloss. Honey, I am feeling this. And the fact that I was able to create such a soft, beautiful look using a gift, a palette that I got from my brother, creating a soft glam like this. Honey, you can't tell me nothing about it. But I hope you all truly enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also leave me a comment down below if you would like to see more tutorials like this. Once again, I am someone who likes to do complex eye looks, but many of you have been asking for more simple looks, and I promise you I have no problem with doing that for you all. Make sure you're also subscribed to the channel because I have something very special coming up, including starting tomorrow on Sunday. I'm doing a tutorial every single day until Halloween, so make sure you are all subscribed to my channel so you don't miss that. But with nothing else, I hope you all remember to practice, continue to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye YouTube.